Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Power User Sessions. My name is Jason Chang, Director of Client Services, and helping me today is Megan Smith, the Senior Director on our team. Today, we'll be going over some of the key updates for SocialFlow this past year.
Hi, everyone.
As trying as the last year has been, our team has made it a goal to find ways to enhance efficiency for our users with so many people working from home. With the improvements that we've made and will continue to make, we hope that maybe you can get your job done faster, better, and squeeze out some extra time for your tasks at home.
Right. So Jason is going to lead us through some of our notable updates over the last year. And we're going to start with smaller items. Let me go ahead and share my screen. And then we will move into the larger items, the bigger rollouts, such as day parting. And you may have heard about some of these features during our product panel with Stephanie Fossen earlier today. But if you missed that and you want to see it, you can always reach out to our support team or your account manager to see that later. Okay.
Thanks, Megan. The first item I like to go over is a specific request that came from our legacy clients. For this client, and likely you too, every second spent on social accounts. So we created new options for streamlined actions. If you're a SocialFlow Power user, chances are you've already seen this enhancement. When in the queue, clicking the edit button will now open up a suite of options, including the quick options. Quick options are designed to jump straight to the point. Here with the quick option, you can easily update the timing of your message and its status. By using the quick option, we'll skip loading the content of the story in the compose box and allow you to simply make surface level edits. And the same will apply on the message publish column when you click on the three dots. A quick recycle option will work in the same fashion. This saves our platform time to think, and of course, it will save you time as well.
That's great. I really hope we can find some more quick options to build in.
That's all part of the plan. As our product team uncovers other opportunities, we'll be implementing them into quick versions.
Awesome. So what's next on the list?
The next item is small but useful update, which is our favoriting feature. You can now star specific accounts within our compose modal. So those accounts are always featured at the top of the account selection. This is especially useful for our clients with many accounts on the platform. To star or favorite an account with compose open, simply hold down the shift button when selecting your accounts. After this is done, each time your compose opens, your starred accounts will be featured at the top of the list. You can undo the starring the same exact way.
This is actually one of my favorite improvements. It's really small and subtle, but it's very helpful. Now I think you're also going to speak about something that I might be covering as well tomorrow. Am I right?
Right. In continuing with the theme of efficiency, I want to talk a little bit about our bulk upload option on our platform. For those that aren't too familiar, we provide a method for users to add their content onto a spreadsheet template, which then can be uploaded to our platform for ingestion. Think of it as a manual RSS feed. Throughout the years, we've made minor updates to the template to keep up with the changes of social networks. And in the latest update, we've created a new column to add your media files. Keep in mind though, we'll need your URL of where the media is hosted. And the list of media support are as follows. Single messages are available for Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and Pinterest. Multiple images for Twitter and LinkedIn, and videos for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn publishing.
And if you want to hear more about that, just a little plug here for my session tomorrow. I'll be talking to a couple of folks from Nexstar and Insider, who are both clients, and they'll be sharing their specific workflows and use cases for using optimization, RSS feeds, and ingesting content in bulk.
With my next item, I'm going to take a chapter out of one of our most frequent and frustrating support tickets, and that is breaks in a Facebook auth. Some of you have come across this already. Facebook decides to disconnect your page or pages and nothing will resolve it. We understand your frustration, and we've built out a few enhancements that we think will help. For one, an admin on your team can now reauth all disconnected Facebook pages in one go. This will save you time to get back on track, and assuming of course, that your admin has proper permissions across all those accounts on Facebook.
Oh, but there's one more little item, right?
Yes. Secondly, you can now identify who the last authorizer was. An auth on Facebook is only as good as the permissions given to the user who did the actual authorizing. So if there's any issues with messages failing, identifying who the authorizer was can help you resolve those issues faster. There's no way for us to know whether an auth is sufficient until we've attempted to publish, but we feel that these small enhancements will allow for quick resolution if and when these issues do arise.
And I think our support team has already seen fewer auth issues since we've released these updates.
Yes, knock on wood.
All right, and with the small updates out of the way, let's talk about analytics. Last year, we made a big push to upgrade our analytics offering, and we introduced charts towards the end of the year. It's a great way to generate your own reports and on the fly with custom account selection, metrics, and timeframes.
And in 2021, our efforts in analytics include the addition of key metrics that our clients have asked for. On Facebook, we've offered reach as a metric for as long as I can remember, but with reach being a metric that Facebook has invented, it's always good to have a metric that is universal, which is, in this case, impressions. Impressions is now available across Facebook publishing on SocialFlow. That means it's in our single message report, message reports tab, and downloadable reports. We also took our LinkedIn reporting up a notch. Many of our clients, especially B2B, are putting more focus on LinkedIn, and for good reason. LinkedIn continues to grow year by year. So we've added LinkedIn impressions, LinkedIn clicks, and engagement as 3 metrics to include in our reporting suite. Now you can access all these new metrics, including the metrics that we've already offered before through our single message report, message reports page, downloadable reports, etc.
Man, gotta love that data, right, Jason?
Oh yeah. That leads us to the final update of our analytics, which is our Iab categories. All of you may have noticed in our single message report. We quietly soft released this feature in beta, but since then have rolled it out across the board. We've incorporated natural language processing to classify each published content with the Interactive Advertising Bureau content categories, International Press Telecommunications Council's media topics, and top keywords. For those of you that are unfamiliar, that's IAB and IPTC, which are 2 entities that help set standards in respective industries of online advertising and news media. Labels have been added to this view in the single message report. If you have used labels on your message, you'll see it in the right-hand side of this report. While the auto-categorization isn't editable, you have control of the labels. So this is a good option if you want some to be more specific with content classifiers. We are laying the groundwork for a better and faster search option, which will allow users to access specific content in your published archive. Adding these content classifiers is an important step towards really enhanced search functionality that you should start to see in our platform soon. Once rolled out, you'll be able to do a lot more with all your content in the SocialFlow platform. Please stay tuned to us as we continue to develop this feature. And that leads us to the highlight of my day, day parting. In my opinion, the biggest publishing feature we've rolled out this year, and one of our most requested features over the years. A few months ago, the client services team, including myself and Megan, hosted a webinar for the rollout of the features, going through the specific how-tos, strategies, and support questions.
And I think we're going to watch that clip.
Hello, I'm Megan Smith from the client services team at SocialFlow. Today, I'll introduce you to Day Parting, a new SocialFlow feature that gives you more control over how and when posts get published. Day Parting allows you to create a custom schedule of time windows, where each window can have a different set of publishing rules. SocialFlow users have always been able to set up publishing limits for each social account in SocialFlow. Let's take a look at that now. From the Publish page, just click the gear icon above the queue as a shortcut. Or, for the long way around, go to Settings, Application, Social Accounts, and click the pencil icon. That's the Edit button. The publishing limits are a ways down on the social account settings page. Let's zoom in to see them more closely. These publishing limits are set by default to optimize, and you can customize them if you need to restrict the volume and frequency of publishing for this account. You can even pause optimized posts in an emergency, but these settings don't let you have different settings for different times of the day or different days of the week. That's where day parting comes in. Let's check out some examples of day parting. While you're on the Application tab of Settings, click the Day Parting sub-tab. This is an example of a day parting schedule for a social account. It looks very much like a typical event calendar. Notice that there's a column for each day of the week. Each of the purple blocks is a day parting window with its own set of publishing rules. We call them rule sets. You can drag them around and resize them just as you would expect. Rule sets at the top of a column apply to the entire day. And when there are no day parting rule sets, those publishing limits we saw a moment ago take effect for the social account. When you begin to set up day parting, the first step is to create a rule set to apply to the calendar. Creating a rule set is a lot like changing the publishing limits for a social account. You'll see here you have options for max messages per rule set, max messages per hour if the rule set spans several hours, and the minimum and maximum minutes between messages. So you can dictate how much time should occur between your posts or tweets in that rule set. If you want to prevent all publishing of optimized posts, click Pause Optimized Publishing. Then you'll probably want to name the rule set something like No Publishing or Publishing Break. Once you've created your rule set, click the Save button and then click the word Schedules in the upper left of the page to return to your day parting calendar. To apply a rule set, first add a window to your day parting calendar. Just click any blank space and the Add Event box will appear. You can choose how long the window will be and select any of the rule sets you've just created. You can preview the settings for each rule set by clicking Show More Details under the Rule Set dropdown. To add a new rule set, click the plus icon to the right of the Select Rule Set dropdown. If you want to apply an entire day parting schedule to another social account, click the three dots on the right side of the day parting schedule and choose Duplicate. Here are a few final notes about how day parting works. SocialFlow's day parting system only affects posts that are published via SocialFlow. If you are posting directly to a social network's interface or through some other system, your day parting schedule won't have any effect on those posts. All posts, including optimized must send or can send, published now, and scheduled, are considered when calculating the number and frequency of messages, so that the system can adhere to the day parting rules as much as possible. For example, if you have a max of 10 messages for a 2-hour time window, and you send 3 messages from the queue as published now, then enter 4 more as must send into the queue for that same 2-hour window, that's a total of 7 messages already. You now only have room for 3 optimized can sends to send during that 2-hour window. Unfortunately, users are not able to set day parting rule sets for specific dates at this time. If there is a major event or holiday that needs a different rule set for that day, that change would need to be made the week of. And finally, just as a reminder, if there is no day parting rule set specified for the time period, the general publishing limit settings for that social account are applied. We hope this new feature will provide you with a new level of customization for your publishing needs. We have additional support materials available on our website at support.socialflow.com. You can also email support@socialflow.com or your account representative with any questions. Thanks for watching.
Oh, great. And I won't go into the same details here, repeating what we just saw. Instead, here's my elevator pitch. Day parting is designed for the clients out there that prefer a custom approach to publishing throughout the week. Whether you publish 24 hours a day with a night editor, or you shift your strategy to one tailored for the weekends, day parting allows you to set rules throughout the entire 168 hours of the week. Dating back to pre-day parting days, many clients have shared that they have personnel tasked with updating the publishing limit rules at the end of each Friday, only to revert them back on Monday. But what if that person gets sick or forgets? Day parting is designed so you don't have to make those tedious changes all the time, therefore minimizing any errors. Plus, day parting will allow you to adjust your publishing strategy for holidays or when live events happen and you don't want to publish anything. The feature is great, and the UI is reminiscent of Google Calendar, which makes it a fairly easy transition for everyone.
That's right. And this is one of my favorite updates of this year as well. And if you aren't familiar with the feature or you need help setting it up, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Jason or I can certainly help you on the phone, walk you through it, or you can reach out to our support team anytime.
Thanks, Megan. And with that, we cap off our key updates of the year. If you have any questions, please enter them into the chat function of our webinar and we'll be happy to answer them. We have 2 more power user sessions coming up. Tomorrow, Megan will be diving into specific features that will help our customers work more efficiently. And our support team will be answering some of the most frequently asked questions that come into our support line, and we'll share all the resources that we have available to our customers to help you get the most out of our product.